What's up, everybody? 187 New Breed. Got my man Paul Pacino again. We're gonna talk about the Republican convention and the Democratic convention. Whew. Where should we start? We got so many things to talk about on this. You know, Republicans. You know, there's one side, then everything. So what's your thoughts on first? We're gonna speak on we're gonna speak on the wrong thing last. So we're gonna speak on this this Democratic thing first. So what's your thoughts on the Democratic convention, man?
I feel the Democrats I think the Democrats won the World Series, the Super Bowl, and WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
They stepped it up big time.
Yeah.
Talking about the important issues, you know what I'm saying, that's going to decide who gets the White House and Congress. I was afraid the Democrats were going to fuck it up, but the simple fact is, you got some Democrats, some of them is disappointed at Obama for not, keeping some of his words, keeping some of his promises. The economy is not moving the way it should, and some Democrats would not hesitate to go, not vote for Obama, not support Obama, or go to the Republican Party, but the Democrats from, damn near everybody, they just stepped it up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Republican convention was going to have me worried.
Mm-hmm.
But the first day, Ron Paul got more excitement than Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
And he started going about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then it get more worse. Chris Christie, because everybody was talking about how Chris Christie was going to kick off the convention and, get the convention excited. Because people need to understand something when it comes to politics. When both parties have a convention, it's up to Republicans and Democrats to convince voters why they will be better running the White House and running Congress. And you have to talk about issues that voters care about.
Mm-hmm.
The Republicans, all they did was disrespect for women's rights as far as health care, saying women deserve to get raped, women need to stay their ass at home, not work. And they stupid. You don't tell women voters what job they can get and they get raped. A woman getting raped is okay?
No.
A woman getting raped is okay. That's why I do, I'm on this guy's page, Robert Welch. He used to work for the Clinton administration. And he told, he was just breaking down how the Obama administration should be getting the ass kicked right now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. That's crazy. To resort to violence like that during a debate or a convention or that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It's always they always want to start shit.
Wait. He goes on to say that the reason, he goes on to say, even though the economy is not where it should be. Romney and Ryan are falling off when it comes to trying to get voters to be on their side. And then what makes it more worse, that fat fuck Chris Christie was looking out for himself.
As all these Republicans do.
Not one time he mentioned Mitt Romney's name. Only after his speech was over. His speech was over. He had his own acceptance speech, and he's not even running. That shows you the Republican Party is not on Mitt Romney's side. I'm not saying that they're not going to help him, get that White House. But Mitt Romney is more of a Jimmy Carter type president, where Jimmy Carter, he was a good person, but he's not a Kennedy, a Bill Clinton, or an Obama. And now it's his downfall. Because if you have a good heart, you have to give voters a reason to be excited about you to vote for you. And if you're not giving them a reason to be excited, they're not going to vote for you. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Yeah.
So, when Chris Christie was talking about himself more than Mitt Romney, I was like, damn, man. That's the first damn conviction.
Yeah. It's a you would have thought when some of these people made their speeches, they would have been running for president instead of Mitt Romney. And plus a lot of the times too, during the debate, they never really talked about what kind of stuff they would do for the country. They never talked about the 9/11, the wars, or anything like that. It's just more to a point. They talking about how how Mitt Romney was really, how he's a family man, and how he's gonna do this for the country, how he's the best man for the job, and all this stuff. But he doesn't really have any type of experience on how to run a country. So it's almost to a point where, and I know I've said this to you too a few times, but with Republicans, it's going to take it's going to be real hard for them to get back in the office. It's going to be real hard, because everybody wants to fucking blame Obama for all the shit that's been going on, and that's been going on for years and years and years, even in his term. But the reason why we in this situation that we're in is because of Bush's fuck-ups. That's the reason why we in this situation. But you can't tell a Republican that, because of course they're gonna blame it on Obama, or even years ago they'll blame it on Clinton too. You know what I'm saying? So they never gonna really take full responsibility of what they done when they were in office. They blame the whole, we're under a $716 billion health care plan, and Obama should be doing something more than that. We're going on the deficit and stuff like that. But we've been going through this type of shit for years. It's not just because of him. But of course, he's going to get all the blame for pretty much everything. Everybody's pretty much blaming him for everything that's going on in the country, instead of Bush. Well, we just inherited. Or even with Bush, they'll blame some of the shit before of what Clinton did. Like, well, he didn't inherit all this problem. Clinton did this before. So it's just, you just under a fucking rock and a hard place. It's almost like then the whole we're gonna fact check the fact checkers and all this shit. Now you're trying to throw get rich people to start paying taxes, which is something they should have did, period. You know, they should get taxed anyway. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's just it's just an ongoing thing, but it's just gonna take a hard time for them, because most of the shit that Republicans talk about doesn't make any fucking sense. They go one way, then they lie, they tell an even bigger lie, and then they making it seem like people are so stupid that they don't even know that they lying. So it's just all fucked up, and don't even let me even get to the Clint Eastwood chair shit. You know, that's another thing. That's getting more talked about than what Romney and everybody else is saying. This whole chair incident is getting talked about more. So that just tells you really how serious this Republican shit really is. So I don't understand. It's the whole McCain and Palin thing all over again. You know, it's just bullshit, man. It's just straight bullshit. That's how I see it. But
well, I don't. Well, let me throw in my 2 cents now with Obama and Romney. Romney, in my opinion, has had a hard time being on top of Obama. Like, first off, even though Obama's getting the blame, he's not getting all the blame, because the American people still blame George W. Bush over Obama when it comes to the economy being messed up. That's good news, because in all fairness, Bush destroyed his economy. So if you're in Romney, how's that all work in your favor? You know?
Right.
You also got to realize, too, I'll tell you a few reasons why Obama is making Mitt Romney like a living now. Alright?
Yeah.
Mitt Romney ain't alone. No one cares. Except for me and big money people. Big money people are the reason why Romney is in this election. One of the big money people, Obama, will be blowing Romney out by 16, 25 points. Romney is not excited. When you go to a Romney rally, I don't see those white people excited. I don't see them jumping up and down.
Yeah, and the whole Republican convention really had you really going to sleep, because it was just it was so boring that it just made you have to change channels.
Hold on, Steve.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Republicans are not talking about anything. I mean, if you say you're better than Obama, tell us how you want to do things different than Obama. Show me that, okay, I could understand where he's coming from. One thing I give to Ronald Reagan. Reagan didn't come out as a candidate for president for rich people. He realized, I want to get women voters, young voters, any hell, I want to get middle class voters that would vote Democrat in a heartbeat, and it worked, because Jimmy Carter, and you ask me, he just damn near gave up on that debate against Ronald Reagan. It's like he didn't have his heart in it. He didn't let Ronald Reagan be up on him. I mean, and even when Reagan kicking his ass, Reagan didn't have a huge lead. Sometimes his lead was 3 to 6 points. That's just the way it is in these presidential elections. You know, I mean, the incumbent is not going to have a huge lead on his opponent. That's Even when George W. Bush was popular in 2004, John Kerry made it like miserable at the polls. And come election night, they took Ohio to the side of the election.
Right.
They're going out on John Kerry. And the problem with the Republicans, you would think when down, get in the House, and almost get a Senate in 2010, they will go out and go after women voters. But instead, they disrespect the women vote. You disrespect the Senate vote. And I just don't see why being Obama without the women that they vote.
Right. Right.
You listen, it's like Skittles. You don't want to eat the same flavor candy over and over again.
Right. Right.
You want to try different flavors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the problem with the Republicans. They want to stay with middle-aged white voters. They want to stay with men voters. Women is beginning to make a name for themselves as far as politics. I'm not saying they haven't been way back, but now they coming strong as ever. And the Democrats is using that advantage. They like, oh, y'all want the women vote? We're going to take it. You don't want the Hispanic vote? We'll take it.
Yeah.
And even Jeb Bush, he looking at Clinton like, y'all, I guess y'all want your job because how dare y'all disrespect Hispanic voters and women voters? You can't depend on your own people.
Right.
Even white voters is not going to be from the army.
Right.
Now,
Right.
It's a bad reason. Why? No, I'm here for a third reason with the army. Paul Ryan. Out of every candidate he had for vice president, he picks Paul Ryan, another South Carolina disaster.
And it's just something about these Republicans that a lot of the times they pick a running mate and they always pick the wrong one. Even with with McCain picking Palin. Now he was thinking by getting Palin that he was going to get some of the female votes, being that running mate being a female. He thought, okay, I'm going to get all these female votes, I'm going to be good. But when you get somebody that's so inexperienced, it'll backfire against you. And that's what I think is going to happen with him picking up, getting Paul Ryan. It's going to backfire against him too. Because he's going to think he might... Mitt Romney was doing an interview and he said he was upset that Paul Ryan voted on certain bills that nominee and attacking him on. Alright, Romney, you know from day one picking Paul Ryan was the most dumbest decision anybody could make. Because Paul Ryan, he's going to make Romney look more unelectable. Paul Ryan, he says dumbest things. He doesn't stay on message. Like at the convention, he was talking about a plant, I don't know, was it a Philly or Detroit, where you live. Some kind of plant closed because of President Obama. President Obama was not elected until 2009. That plant closed down 2008. You didn't have Republicans like, yo, what the fuck is this guy saying? Why is he saying things he knows it's not true, and when the press attack us, we won't look like they-hoes. Like the Libya thing. Obama let the smackdown on Romney with the Libya thing, and now it's making Romney look weak when it comes to foreign policy. So the Obama thing is like, I want to go down there, sit with the powers that be, talk this out, try to find some type of agreement.
Romney, let's get on the plane, drop some missiles on them, and kill innocent bystanders.
Basically, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Joe Biden's going to kick all my ass come the base time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Joe Biden's a veteran. He's been a senator from Delaware and Washington for decades. He knows about foreign policy and health care and any other topics, you know, they want to talk about. So, you know, for him to even dare to say Obama no shit about foreign policy, he's going to get his feelings hurt. He's going to really get his feelings hurt, big time.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's another reason why I don't see Romney and the Republicans doing any getting any victory. Tom Akins. I don't know if you heard Tom Akins from Missouri. He's running against Claire McCaskill. Claire McCaskill is a Democrat. That seat was supposed to go Republican. But Claire McCaskill, she's not popular in Missouri. Voters are not big on her, and that seat was heavily going to a Republican. Matter of fact, I remember this guy, Cruz, that won a huge primary against some other Republicans in Texas. He was the guy that was going to lead the Republicans to take the Senate. Thanks to Tom Akins' big ass mouth, Republicans are not looking great to take the Senate. And I don't think they will. Because the Tea Party are an extreme conservative party. They are the Hitlers of the Republican Party. And now you have states that was safe for Republicans is going to vote the Democrats. And I'm Miss McConnell, don't act like, okay, it's not going to bother you, because you should have had the Senate in 2010, the Tea Party fucked that up for you. Now you have another chance to get the Senate, and the Tea Party is like doing more damage control. And Mitt Romney's not saying, okay, enough is enough. All of a sudden now, he wants to distance himself from Tom Akins. That's who, like, you got Paul Ryan as your vice president. And here's another part, Steve. You will have more Tea Party people in Congress. How does that help the Republicans? It helps the Democrats more than it helps the Republicans.
Yeah.
Because if Democrats get a candidate that's way extreme and always say the wrong thing, it not only helps the Democrats, it helps their opponents. When in states you didn't think they were going to win, like Indiana, that was going to go to a Republican, and looks like it's going to go to a Democrat.
Yep.
Maine was supposed to stay Republican, but Olympia Stone, who shot everybody by retiring because she can't take the shit with the Republicans, and I don't think she was from the Democrats. That seat now could go, it's going to go to this independent dude, but it looks like Joe Caucus with the Democrats. So Republicans is giving Democrats ammunition that they have to give them.
Right.
And Tom Akins help the Democrats have hope.
And Republicans keep shooting themselves in the foot, talking about, what they gonna do and all this other stuff, but at the same time they keep shooting themselves in the foot because they know the type of stuff that they talk about, they know they're not gonna do. They know they're not gonna do it, but they know they need the votes and stuff like that, so they just like, hey, I'm gonna just say whatever I want to say, and people gonna believe me anyway, so that's just the kind of vote. So people gonna believe me. I'm gonna get my votes. I'm gonna rev people up, and it is what it is. But even though the Democrats don't even have to say anything, they don't even have to say anything. Republicans just gonna keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
all the time.
Like in 2010, Harry Reid, he's the majority leader for the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had a worse approval rating in Nevada. Like, any Republican could have easily beat him. Easily.
Mm-hmm. No question.
You have Republicans saying stupid, dumbass shit. And you have this woman named Sharon Angle that represents the Republicans to beat Reid. Reid was like down, let's say, between 4-7 points. The polls was going back and forth, but Reid could never get the lead. Now, come election night, it looked like Reid was going to lose big. But Sharon Angle said something disrespectful about Latinos, and Reid people on some quiet shit got Latinos to the polls to support him, and they helped him keep his seat and be the majority leader.
Right.
The same with Delaware. Okay,
Massachusetts, all that.
For Senator Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm. Massachusetts too.
Right. Hold on. Joe Biden's son didn't run, so that looked in favor of the Republicans getting that seat. We had this guy named Bob Castle. Bob Castle was going to be that guy to get that seat for the Republicans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here comes Christine O'Donnell, a Tea Partier.
Mm-hmm.
She beat Bob Castle, and they helped this guy, Chris Weatherspoon, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He went from being unknown to being known, and everybody said, but sometimes I don't like him, I don't want this bitch. So let me go for Christine O'Neill. I mean, the Weatherspoon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Another seat that could have went to the Republican. Then you have Colorado. That seat was easily supposed to go to a Republican. But you got 10 bucks talking about women getting raped. They shouldn't get health care. And I forgot the guy's name that won that seat, the Democrat. He stayed on message. He told women, do you really want this man representing your district? He won that seat for the Democrat. Now, Tea Party won seats in Utah, Florida, and Kentucky. But the bottom line is, they keeping the Republicans up in the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
And they will lose the House this coming election.
Yeah, they are. They are.
There's about 4 reasons why he's not going to get the White House. Clint Eastwood, Chris Christie, and Ron Paul.
Mm-hmm.
When you got 3 people getting more love than you, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
It's not a good look at all.
No, it's not.
Not a good look at all. You got Ron Paul getting a lot of cheers and love.
Even Senator Rubio too.
Bunch of love and cheers. And Clint Eastwood, 82 years old.
Even Senator Rubio getting a lot of them too, more than him. So.
Yeah, but also about the convention, and my fourth and final reason.
Mm-hmm.
They get more love than Romney. No.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
That's not how it's supposed to go. And he probably said that afterwards, like he was probably thinking to himself, like, damn, they getting more love than I'm getting more love, and I'm the one that's running. So he had to think that. Had to. But it's almost like everybody was putting in their bids to elect themselves in the coming up in the coming up votings in, 2016 or 2020 or in the future too. It's almost like they was comparing themselves to that instead of just making it see, instead of just telling them how much Mitt Romney is a good candidate to be a president. That's what it basically seemed like to me. But if ain't nobody gonna speak on what needs to be done in the country, especially these Republicans, which they really don't give a damn about anyway, about the working class, the health care, how a lot of people don't have insurance, the auto industry, don't care about the poor, the elderly, and all this other stuff. Then why are we giving you the time of day anyway? It doesn't make any sense to me. That's why the Republicans are in the situation that they're in right now. They're shooting themselves in the foot time and time and time and time and time again. Now, if they're gonna are they gonna get themselves out of this? Are they really serious? We all know that they're not serious, but they think that we're stupid enough to think that they really are gonna do all the things that they say they're gonna do. So we all know that, but they just think we stupid enough to believe everything that they're gonna say.
Right.
So it's not, we not stupid. The American people are not all stupid. Now there's some stupid people.
And here's my fifth reason why Mitt Romney's not gonna win. I mean, he's a flip-flopper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This guy said, well, I'm not for the Dream Act, now I'm for it.
Mm-hmm.
I care about the African American vote, but, I care about the issue. I'm not going to get rid of all Obamacare, but I'm just going to get rid of some.
Mm.
It's like the job market getting worse and worse and worse. No. It's getting there a little bit. If I'm a Republican voter, I'm like, dude, do us a favor, just drop out.
Right.
You pretend to be a Republican, and you're not doing even a hell of a great job.
Mm-hmm.
You say you're against Obama's policies, but you're praising them. That's like Obama saying, well, Romney's right, the economy is getting worse. That's like saying, well, how many chances Obama would get in the White House?
Mm-hmm. No question.
Romney's getting ass in Pennsylvania, Florida, Virginia. Like, if Obama really continues to go up in those states, a lot of people are going to say, I don't know how it's going to suppress the vote, and you not even close or cutting his lead in some of these battleground states.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Obama has the right people to represent him, to say the right things for him.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the Democrat convention, from Elizabeth Warren, Michelle Obama, Deval Patrick, Dan O'Malley, Gabby Giffords, she had me crying when she came out, saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I mean, Democrats had the right people to make Obama look good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I feel that Bill Clinton helped Obama even more.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Clinton knows how to help his fellow Democrats from losing races to winning races. Like, he's a master at getting white people to, like, see the real picture. Like, come on now, do you really want to vote for that? Can't tell the American people what of how much you paid in tax returns?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want to be on the street? Because most of Mitt Romney is going to be on the street.
Mm-hmm.
White people will be the minority. People could say they disagree with what they want. Let me tell you something. White people will start to fall apart with the quickness.
Yep. And they not used they not used to that either. They used to having money and being all right and stuff. I'm telling you, when the Republicans get in the office, you're gonna be seeing a lot more broke white people than ever before. You gonna see it, cause you know Republicans they don't want nobody to have any chances. They don't want nobody to they just, it seems like they want everybody to be poor, basically to be poor and let them stay sick, let them die. We don't want them to have no kind of care. You know, we don't care. You could just feed them to the dogs. That's the kind of way the Republicans act. Like, you know, it's whatever. They in that situation because they've been in that situation. I don't want to help them out. That's on them. You know. But when you have that kind of power and you know you can do something about it, if you've been privileged that many for so long, because now you know you all of a sudden you're hearing about how poor Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan was when they were kids and how they were brought up and how poor and stuff. I'm like, okay, don't nobody care about all that. You successful now. You're not poor. You come to a point where you're successful now. So, you know, do anybody care about how the way you were raised and how you talk about how Obama didn't grow up without a father, and that's the, you know, all this other unnecessary shit that they want to talk.
I forget to mention another reason why the Republican convention is you understand is going to go down. Went down here with Clint Eastwood taking out with Clint Eastwood taking the time slot from Romney and Mark Rubio's speech had to be cut. Romney people didn't get a chance to play the video of making Mitt Romney a middle class person, and they said that really hurt Mitt Romney. With Obama, he really hit a home run. Obama hit a home run.
Mm-hmm.
My Obama thing is, we're not out of the ditch, but we're not all the way in the water. That's far the bottom. Give me a Democrat-controlled Congress, and you want to see what a second term is to me. Because, truth be told, see, people still shopping. People still buying. We're not in the Great Depression yet. When you're in the Great Depression, that means you ain't buying shit.
Right. We buying shit. We just buying shit that we shouldn't be buying. That's one of the problems. We buy unnecessary shit that we shouldn't get. Like, you know, rims and all this other shit that don't mean shit when you buy the shit. When we should be buying stocks, bonds, saving up money, get for a business, do all this other kind of stuff. But it seems like a lot of people care about unnecessary shit and having the shit first. Even if you can't even pronounce the shit, you still want it because you want to be the first person to be like, yeah, I got this shit, just to impress some people that you don't even fucking know and don't care about either. So that's a bit of a problem. But when you have, but you're not gonna have none of that shit once a Republican get in the fucking office. You ain't gonna be bragging about all this shit.
What dumbass don't you understand? Obama is trying the best that he can. There's so much Obama could do. He's not the black shoe man like some dumbass black people be thinking he is. He's the president of the United States. It's going to be some things he likes and some things we not going to like. But let me tell you something. When's the next time we going to get a black president? When's the next time we going to get a man that has the same struggle as us? Washington is different.
Yeah.
Obama has to kiss ass to get along with people in Congress. That's the way it is. And you think Obama had to kiss ass when he was president? And this man came from hillbilly state, Arkansas.
Right. That's true.
You think Ronald Reagan had to kiss ass? Or George W. Bush?
You gotta kick.
Yeah, shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Obama sell out. Obama really cares about us. Obama wants the Jews and Hispanics moving up. Well, one thing with Jews and Hispanics, they let their voices be heard. Do you let their voices be heard? No, so shut the heck up.
Real talk.
What that got me thinking, and I guarantee you, from the top, no more money gonna be made. You say Hollywood worry about his Mitt Romney gets in. Because they realize middle class Americans come to see their movies, not rich people. Rich people not gonna pay an $18, $12 ticket with popcorn or nachos to see a movie.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, it's like the things are trying to get better. You can't expect one man to solve every single problem within 4 years after what we just been through the last 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna take a lot of years to get back what the fuck Bush done did to us. So, you know, we can't let one man solve everything. Us as people, we have to do some things ourselves more than just Obama has to do it too. I mean, Obama can't make sure every neighborhood is being, you know, taken care of. We as a neighborhood, we got to make a stand for ourselves and be like, yo, we tired of the stuff that's going on. You know, we gotta have safety within ourselves, where our parents are, where the kids, and everything like that. We gotta make sure everything is cool, because there's so much violence and everything like that going on, to the point where you have to take a stand. You can't, you know, if a person, if things is going wrong, we have the ability to make things better. We can't rely on Obama and everybody in the White House to do that. But, you know, a lot of people are going to blame Obama like, yo, he should be coming out here and doing this and doing that. When the person, when you have the ability to do the type of shit that you need to do yourself and make things happen. So a lot of people just want to blame Obama for everything and for shit not to be done. But you still have mayors, you still have governors, you still have all these other people.
These dumbass Republicans that doesn't care about their issues. So how dare you blame Obama when one, you voted for a congresswoman who wants to cut your benefits, who wants to get rid of that job you need to pay your mortgage and put your kids to school, and who's against your right to have health care. And then you tell people that they don't want to actually vote. In my advice to African Americans, I'm around now vote for Obama. And when the Jim Crow laws come back at an all-time high, and opportunities that we used to have is long gone, you have no one to blame but the guy himself. And with that, I'll leave on this note. better wake the fuck up and get to the poll and vote for Obama. Obama is doing his thing. Romney, at first, I thought was a threat. I don't see him as a threat now. He's making it more worse and worse and worse for himself. But we still got to keep our eyes on Republicans trying to suppress the vote, trying to keep us from, having our right to vote for Obama. And if we don't vote for Obama, it's like we just saying we want to work to happen.
Yeah. We
want to be homeless. We don't want better jobs. I'm not saying it's going to happen 1, 2, 3, but if we get our asses up from smoking, drinking, partying, shopping, and killing one another, take a block to Congress and let your voice be heard, good things will happen.
Right.
But if you don't show your ass and bitch complain all the time, then don't get upset when your boss has to let you go because the stock market is crashing, no money's coming in, and most jobs these days, they don't even give you a 401k plan or medical. So let us cut our losses and let the filthy off. And with that, I say Obama's going to keep the White House, the Democrats are going to get the Senate and the House. And, I'm just hoping for the best come election night.
Real talk. Just and something for me, man. If you don't vote Democrat, your vote's gonna be whack.
Exactly, because voting Republican is saying you gonna put your trust in Republicans, cutting Medicaid, cutting not supporting job bills where in your district, those job bills, okay, Obama passed a job bill, right?
Right.
Your local senator in your state could take that bill and get companies to create jobs. That's how it works. The Democratic senators in Washington could get their people in their state with the bills that they pass to help their people in their states get work. And why are white people? Don't think Mitt Romney's for you. Mitt Romney is looking out for himself. He don't give a shit about you.
Nope. Don't give about you.
Don't give about him every day and clock into a job. And that's another misconception. White people, you know what I'm saying, is getting more jobs than black. Yes, that is true. I will say it, but...
And white privilege.
I think white people is playing Russian roulette with Mitt Romney. Because, like I said, I ain't gonna say it again. Mitt Romney gets in that White House, white people gonna be the minority. Because white people realize the American dream is not for them anymore. You even have some white people, they can't graduate from college. Yeah, they get a job, but they ain't making a whole lot of money unless you know somebody. I don't know how many times I see white people bitching and complaining. You got more white middle class than white rich.
Yep. Yeah, you're gonna have them more bitching and complaining. Just because Mitt Romney is white, don't mean shit gonna get better. You think you gonna...
Listen. If Obama was white too, I'm gonna listen to both sides. I'm gonna hear whose idea is better. And of course Obama's is better. Like, I don't know how people want to vote for Romney. And Romney, when he was governor of Massachusetts, job growth was, let's say, let's give the benefit of the doubt, Steve, 27. That's still terrible. What you want me to cut because it was 27 as far as job growth? And he got one term as governor. So what the hell does that tell you?
Right. Right. And ain't even getting love in his home state either, so.
Once you met with this election, they want to see what the soup kitchen is really all about.
Yeah, we gonna see. We definitely gonna see about that, cause we gonna see who's gonna be telling the truth and who's gonna be lying. But we already know that answer. So it's not gonna be too much of a hard choice. But again, telling people again, is just go out and vote. Voting is very important. Voting is very important. You know, if you vote for Obama or, you know, you vote the wrong way, Republican, just as long as you vote, you know, because we went a long way from voting, especially black people. It took us a while to vote, to get our chances to vote. So, you know, just go out and vote, make yourself be heard, and make a difference. You know, your voting is going to make a difference. So, just go out and vote. But on that note, I'm going to go, you know, I'm going to end the video. I'd like to thank Paul Pacino for chiming in on this. And for me, Mr. Steve, aka Mr. Stevie J, Mr. 187. But I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute though, man. We're gonna hit y'all with more hot fire videos as always, so stay tuned to that. Until then, peace out.